Here we go, boys and girl.
Let's
I don't
fucking
want to
go.
end it.
That's
Yep.
too bad, because you don't have a choice in the matter anymore. Shouldn't have gone to the demon plate, then you didn't have this problem.
It was Yella's fault.
No, it wasn't! No, it was not! This one's
It
on
was
you!
Yella's fault.
This one's on you. Alright.
Yella destroyed the decoy
ship.
ship.
Anyway.
Yes.
It was Yella's fault.
Yeah, blame him.
Sure.
Well, if it's all my fault, this is my announcement. I quit.
Dude! Now my layout's
Quick layout.
fucked!
Oh.
Yella, you fucked my layout!
I know that. Sorry.
Motherfucker! God damn it!
That was a good one.
I have to fix my fucking layout for the epilogue.
Small
Piece of
applause for Jelle.
God damn it. The worst thing is I'm gonna have to refix it the moment Vincent comes in. God damn it.
Yo.
Ew.
Anyway. Hi everybody!
Hi.
Welcome to the
Hello.
epilogue of Demons of Aeminad, our weekly D&D show where a bunch of idiots try to survive in a world infested by demons.
I just got here.
I did nothing. It was Jelle.
Fuck you. Don't do this again. God damn it.
Bye.
Anyway, I've done this for like 167 sessions and this is the one where my fucking brain just goes awry.
Oh.
Cool, nice. Anyway, before we get into tonight's session, I'm gonna throw it over to our master of announcements who's already done his announcement. Yella.
Malted bit extra. This reminds me of the Top Gun films where it's like permission to fly by and then it's like no permission and then he just does it anyway and it completely fucks over the other character in the film. So thank you, Lars. Also, Yakarin has been severely overpaid for his involvement in freeing Aeminad. I promised the guy 50k. He used 2 teleports and he got hit by a sunburst once and now he wants to probably retire with 50k. He's been like kept safe. He's been kept as safe as possible.
I mean,
He didn't even take meteor swarms.
didn't he also? Wasn't he also responsible for like the little dome though?
Yeah, potato. Yeah, some non-detection.
I feel like that was
is-
really good at the beginning though. Like,
Yeah, his simulacrum circle of power
Okay,
did a
but-
lot, but his simulacrum only cost him 1,500 gold pieces.
okay,
Yes,
but-
but it's
Hey,
saved
So-
lives.
you paid the fucker. Like,
I know.
Yes,
he's
you
not
paid-
gonna
I was
say
desperate.
no to 50,000 gold pieces.
I had 300k gold pieces to spend, and it was
Uh-huh.
nearing the end of the campaign, so I was like, what's 50k gold pieces? What am I gonna do? Start a Tavern franchise? Like, who does that? Anyway, I have no idea what to expect for today, and
The old
I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it because I've never had an epilogue playing with Lars because we've been TPK'd, blew the world up, TPK'd, and Demons of Aeminad. So,
Uh-huh.
yay!
I
There
never
was
That's-
end
there was
a
one
campaign
almost
with Lars.
TPK.
One almost TPK.
I do want to mention, I mentioned this to Sam as well. Apparently, I don't TPK it when it's a different group that's actually competent.
So you say we are competent?
So what you're saying is I'm the problem.
So what I'm saying is Yella is the problem.
I am pro.
Jelle,
But
you
I'm
are
also-
the weakest link. You have to
You
go.
are out.
You're out.
Oh, anyway, with all of that in mind,
If you're not mistaken, last time we heroically fought Morgana. Come on. Display it in full glory. Tell the people how we defeated Morgana, Lars.
An epic 1v8, I think it was.
Yeah.
How
Combat.
much
10.
resisted all the
How we lived several
disintegrates.
meteors.
You guys okay? Like, do you need a moment? Like,
Fuck no.
you guys okay?
We are not okay.
It's a
Fuck.
full circle jerk
Playing
moment.
this for 4.5 years. I think the answer.
We've given you all the details, and now you go.
Uh-huh.
Go.
Sure. Anyway. Last time, if I am not mistaken, because Yelda so badly wants me to say that, you, after finding the 12 gods' gifts and fighting off demons for out-of-game 4 years, in-game half a year, give or take, you finally traveled to the Demon's Plate, and after traveling over it way too fucking successfully, you finally reached the anchor that held this plane around Aeminad. However, before being able to finally set the continent of Aeminad free, you all had to fight Morgana, Demon Matron of Magic and Anti-Magic, or, as she was called in the initiative tracker, the Exalted Matron. After 2 sessions of very fucking heavy combat, you finally were able to stall her out because she couldn't stay on the Demon Plate permanently. And then you noticed how bits of her body started to crack open. She screamed one last time, and she was vanquished. After which you placed the gods' gifts on the respective areas where they needed to be. And the last thing we saw of our heroes, of our intrepid adventurers, is a beam of light descending down from the heavens. You hear the cracking of the demon plate. You see white in front of your eyes, and then black. Before that last thing, let's take a moment. Jed,
Mm-hmm.
you were technically not supposed to be here. You hung up the adventurer's cloak a while back after having lost way too much, decided to turn to research and trying to find out things about this continent. So to a certain extent, you could ask the question on whether or not you should have stayed there or not. What are the last images that go through Jed's mind before the Pillar of Lights cracks open the demon plate?
That would be a memory of the last time his wife left him an 8-year-old Marcus. And Marcus was happily smiling and waving to his mother. And he said, "I'll see you next time, mommy. Come back soon." And then a small smile in remembrance of the mission that is succeeded.
All right. March. We've talked about the person who left. Now let's join about the last one who joined.
Mm-hmm.
You first ran away from your family to then turn back. And I don't know if we're gonna say that these people are family just yet, but at least find a new group of idiots to bother and annoy. So you could say that there's a question of whether or not maybe you should have just stayed away, and then you wouldn't have had to ended here.
Mhm.
What is Marge's last, or what are the images that right before the pillar of light descends down onto the demon plate that spring through Marge's mind?
There are two things. The first one is she's sitting with her two fathers. The last meal they have before she left. And the other one is she's in the house she made with her wife, and her child is running around the house, and they were happy, and yeah, she's when the light strikes down, she is finally happy that she gets back to them.
Okay. Ryu, you started as a fucking teacher, man. This was never in the fucking cards for you.
Fuck no.
Let's be honest, you were a pretty face and an even worse teacher.
Strong of heart, dumb of ass.
You got dragged into this because you needed money, but then
Yep.
bit by bit started finding your voice in a world infested by demons. But maybe you should have stopped at the voice, seeing where you ended up now.
And how many times you got killed?
Probably should have stopped the first time.
What are the last images that go through Ryu's mind as the pillar of light descends onto the demon plate?
I think for Ryu, it would mostly be just a little recollection of the things he kind of did through his life, starting from like a young age, like all his accomplishments, mostly, which were mostly little or nothing of too much importance. And then obviously the whole thing where he blew up a classroom, that was kind of a important moment in his life in a negative sense, but it was there. And then he kind of just built up everything that he did with the rest of the party. So he just kind of sees that the whole crystal like tearing down all the other generals, the whole thing where we even met Ariana and Mordred in several different locations, all the hearts like from Titania and stuff, and then now and realizing like, oh, it's not all about him, despite it still being a little bit about him. He's still there. He's of importance. He's just not the important thing. So he got humbled, but he learned, and I think if he were to pass now, he would be glad to know that what he did actually mattered, and he will be remembered for. People will at least always know of Ryu now.
All right. Sequita. Probably the person who's found the much in these last couple of months, and yet at the same time lost the much. Lost the most. Oh my god. I can't talk. You found Ferrith and lost him again. Found your mom, then lost her again. Found a bow, then lost that at some point. Found a cloak, then lost that at some point. It's almost as if everything tries to hide from you the same way you tried to hide from the world. Maybe you should have stayed hidden. And as I fix my...
There we go.
Hello.
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 Sakura, what is the last image that goes through your mind as the pillar of light descends down onto the demonic plate?
Images that Sakura sees kind of like Ryu. It's just sort of like a recollection of everything that I've done throughout the last 130 years of my life. Most of it just has been about eradicating demons. Also trying to avoid people. Then obviously Ferrith never left me alone, so I had to deal with him. Turned out to be the best thing ever happened, as well as meeting these other idiots. And then I move forward and imagine a future that has now been stolen from me. A future with Ferrith, a wedding with the only people I care about there. Yeah, Jed, Ryu, Swamp, Valkyrie, the ethereal image of my mother, and obviously Ferrith, and Shiloh, my family, and a sense of catharsis. Catharsis of my lifetime goal finally being accomplished.
All right. Shiloh, seeing as you just joined the call.
Is this thing on? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the camera isn't, but
Don't worry about it. Shiloh,
yes.
you are the one in this party who ended up getting the closest to divinity. You
True.
have also been the person who has probably created the most hope for a continent that was devoid of it for centuries, if not millennia.
Also true. And very modest, I know.
Yeah. So with that in mind, is there not an argument to be made that maybe you should have just stayed a beacon of hope instead of coming to a place meant for you to die? With that in mind, before the beam of light descends down onto the demon plate, what are the final thoughts that go through Shiloh's mind?
Godhood, here I come, baby. Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, I think being a beacon of hope is the whole point of Shiloh doing this. That's what she wants to do, and also my camera froze for some fucking reason. Give me a second here. Yeah, there you go. I think Shiloh's final thoughts are that people will just see not only her but the entire party as those beacons of hope, and will just remember them for that, and inspire people for generations and hopefully centuries to come.
All right.
I think that's all all the motivation she needs.
All right. That leaves one. Swamp. You always wanted to stay far away from civilization, I seem to remember, and yet for some weird reason you decided to join up with this bunch of stupid people.
Yes.
To be fair, finally someone actually had some decent healing spells, which probably helped out in the long run.
Do you remember the first fight with the worm?
Mm,
How badly it went if
Yeah.
it would have been without healing?
I know. So, to a certain extent, you also made it possible for everybody to get here to the plate. But you did leave behind a swamp for that, so I guess the question is, was that worth it? What are Swamp's final images that go through his mind as the pillar of light descends down onto the demon plane.
First, it would be of Rubas, his cloud giant, before the corruption happened in the swamp, where they just had talks about philosophy and stuff, and weather, and everything, and nothing at all.
And nothing at all disappears.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah, it really was.
He did say his laptop was close to 0%.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
So.
Savage.
As we experience some technical issues during this final session.
Now a word from our sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Imagine at the end of the campaign, we finally accept the sponsorship. Fucking imagine. The last episode.
You want to play with much? Now you can.
In Shade Shadow Legends?
Use code 7th roll to get 100 free summons.
Oh. All right. Hi, Yellow. Sorry.
Should work as well.
Yep,
Yes.
it does. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, my PC still has an annoying problem. The first thought that would go through his mind would be one of with Cloud Giant before the whole corruption thing started. Just talking about nothing and everything all at once, just being in the presence of each other, being there in the moment, in nature. And then, corruption seeped in little by little until it took over the swamp. And Rubas was lost to Demon Lord. And he would just glance to the others and remember Al-Vakri as well, because he said to Al-Vakri, if you help me defeat the Demon Lord that corrupted Rubas, I will go to the end of the earth with you. And now he's here at the end of the earth, literally. But without Al-Vakri, without, that one kind of weird, but special in so many ways, friend. And it's a sense of honor that he could, see it through to the end, what she started as well. And that he found some sense of community in the people surrounding him, that it's not all, bad to be around people and other creatures.
All right. With that, the final moments of the six of you, and there are similar moments for the remaining four. Preston, who thinks about the guilt that he left behind, and the family and Alvarez that he found. Mace, who thinks about the Misserii, who he's led and helped to defend the Wall of Relics. The High Priestess, who somehow still has an image of an arrow sticking out of her neck.
It's just going to carry over to the next campaign, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yes,
It's
definitely.
gonna be an NPC
I'm
called
gonna
Lucy
just
here.
make like an NPC. It's a High Priestess. It just has like a little thingy in her neck, just purely for that. But who also thinks of the Guardians and the aid that you guys have given them, and then Yekrin, who, although apparently vastly overpaid, still found a place in his rotten little heart for a bunch of misfits that stood on his doorstep at one point. The 10 of you all see the pillar of light wide in front of your eyes, and then it all goes black. As The final sounds that you hear is the breaking of the plate of demons. It's too bad you'll possibly never be able to see what that means. As you all find yourself in this space of darkness between life and death, floating around for what might be minutes, hours, years, centuries, you don't know, any sense just in general gone. But you all know you won. And it's at that moment that you hear the first sound in God knows how long. A small bell, just a ding. Very quiet. And then a second one. A little louder. Third one. Again, a little louder. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And at its peak, 12. And then you just hear these two, like, gong sounds that seem to reverberate through your body. The first feeling you've really had ever since the plate was destroyed. As the 10 of you open your eyes and wake up. For a second, what you see in front or around you is quite blurry. You sort of need to move around a little bit, but you do sense that there's others there. But it doesn't take you long to realize where you are. You're on a ship. You're on the wooden floor, but as you kind of feel around, you notice that the wood itself, the planks that are used for the ship, are far larger than, ironically enough, any of you. The size of the ship is something that you haven't seen before. You look around and you notice the mast is massive, pun intended. You see that you can't even look over the side of the ship, really. You don't know why, but this is a massive fucking ship. You honestly, especially like a swamp or something, would think this is more meant for giants than for humans. And then you look up, and you realize you're not looking up at a sky. You're looking up at a continent. As you look down on the lands that you have lived in your entire life, surrounded by a red bubble. Aeminad. For the first time ever, you see different continents lying next to it. You don't recognize any of them. You've never known of other continents, but they're there. And as you all kind of get back into yourself, you look around the ship, and you notice that you are being stared at by 12 figures. 2 humans, 2 elves, 2 dwarves, 2 dragonborns, 2 orcs, and 2 gnomes. As Pyrax, Mutai, Hex, Diona, Hestos, Vertex, Tink, Doc, Pimenti, Ice, Bellar, and Glebia all surround you in a circle. You've seen these 12 figures before, but you notice that they all look a lot more alive, a lot more powerful, where the aspects down in Aeminad still looked powerful and still looked like they were of divine nature. This is pure divinity that you're looking at. even just looking at them, you sense the massive amount of energy that comes from these beings. These are the real deal. This is the duodecem. At which point you notice two of them walk away for a second. The two humans sort of break the circle as two more figures walk towards you. One, an elven male with this long blonde hair kind of going up to his shoulders, wearing this almost diamond armor, but it's not made of diamond necessarily, but it looks like it because it just shines so brightly back at you. Having this sort of brownish skin as if he's been in the sun for too long. And these two white-yellow beads of eyes that look back at you. Next to him, a second figure, female, long gray hair running down her back. And this time, this more darkish dress across her shoulders and down to the floor. But still beautiful in its own way. As now, truly there, you see Solas and Lunar standing in front of you. And they are the two to speak first. As Solas begins, well then, welcome. I think it's paragons of Aeminad, yes?
Yeah.
How do we feel, by the way, as characters? Like, do we feel dead? Do we feel restored to normal?
You
Like, how are?
don't feel bad. You feel like yourself.
Okay, it doesn't feel like I died again. That's what I'm
You
most
are
worried.
looking upon the face of the gods. I cannot promise you that.
Okay, well, it doesn't feel like I died.
You still feel like you've just been hit by a meteor swarm, if that's your question.
Yes, okay, but not like I died, even though I might
No.
have, but it doesn't feel like it. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay.
I think thanks are in order in a way. You have successfully executed a plan that's been in the workings for thousands of years. And for that, you have our eternal gratitude. As Lunar takes over. We know that you must have suffered for quite a while, but know that because of your sacrifice, the world of Aeminad is finally free once more. At which point the two of them sort of give a small bow to you, and the 12 of the duodecem follow.
I courtesy back.
I follow also.
Because
Do a little bit of
it
the
seems
same.
like the polite thing to do.
I mean, we've met gods before. Quite
Yeah,
often,
we met.
surprisingly.
We met aspects, but these are like the gods.
These are the real.
I just do this.
Just like,
That's such a Sakura thing to do. I love it.
Could
Plus one
you
charisma.
expand a bit on the sacrifices we made? Are we sacrificed ourselves? And is this a version of the afterlife?
Honestly, fair trade.
You see the two of them, Solus and Lunar, kind of look at each other, look at you. Let's just say that we felt it wouldn't be fair to those who have done so much to not get to experience the ending. As Lunar then goes, we plucked you away before you would have been eradicated, let's say.
What the hell?
Thank God you were close enough to the beam, otherwise we would have had to take more drastic measures. I bumped into my mic, sorry. So yes, you are, well, not kicking, but at least alive. And
That's good.
we will send you back to your world once we're done.
Done with what?
You see the two of them sort of looks around at or looks behind you for a second, where the two dwarven gods stand. And you see Solos kind of nod, and the two of them disappear for a second, like kind of going to like where you would imagine the captain's quarters would be. To be fair, we never expected anyone to be able to save the continent. We always hoped, but after several thousands of years, as the demon plate itself grew stronger, we lost hope to a certain extent. We can't imagine what you've all been through, so we figured that some sort of a reward would be in order to the saviors of our lands. And the moment that sentence is finished, you notice the two dwarves walk back in. One of them carrying this ornate, kind of like gold and diamond encrusted chest. It's not very big. It's pretty much like it's a dwarf who like holds in his two hands, and it's pretty much like smaller than his hands, but he's being very obviously careful with it. And as he the two dwarven gods kind of go back into the circle, this would be quickly going to check so I don't fuck this up. Hestus places this in front of you and opens the lid. And in it, you see a velvet cushion, with on top of it a small pearl, probably like the size of my thumb, very fucking small, laying on top of the cushion. As Solos goes, this is your reward if you choose to accept it. Just know that there is some carefulness to be had with it.
What is it,
Yeah.
I may ask?
Is
And
it
are
what I
there more
think
of
it
them?
is?
And
Just one.
like Solas and Lunar just point to it and go, where an image says more than 1,000 words, so a feeling can say more than merely an image.
I think we're in that position where no one wants to go first.
I know.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm just like, that looks really fucking fancy.
After
Looks
all, why
very
not?
fancy.
Alright, okay.
We ball. Okay, Jed goes first.
Jed?
Yeah,
Before
Jed.
Okay. Jed, what do? Just
Go up to it and touch the object.
You learn nothing
All right.
from Elvak.
You disintegrate. Yeah.
This is all a
Just touch
nightmare
Teleport to
brought.
Ariana's
This
castle.
is Morgana casting Dream on all of you, and this is a trap. No.
Oh, no.
Imagine.
This is Morgana casting Weird on you.
The moment you touch it, you immediately feel the immense power coming from this tiny object. So, I will describe to you what the object does. This object is known as Dea's Dream. For those of you who don't remember, Dea is the original deity, but is more of the concept of a god. Ergo, there is no body. This is just the original thing that created the gods. Dea's Dream This is a consumable item, meaning it can be used once. Any person can break the pearl, smashing it, cracking it, whatever. The last person to touch the pearl before it was cracked gets to make one wish.
Oh.
Important element with that. You have to speak the words of the wish, saying what the wish will be. But I am not going to fill in what that means. You also get to say what happens. But it only works once.
Once.
Holy shit.
And there's only one of them.
Yes.
This is such a corruptible moment. I'm gonna let it pass. I'm gonna let it pass. I'm not gonna instantly break the pearl and be a dick about it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna let it pass. For bigger person. Okay. You see Jet's eyes widening with the immense possibilities to be had, and the possibilities to instantly use it for whatever he wishes or whatever he wants, which is a lot, could be achieved instantly. But you see him pull away because we all did this together,
Oh,
and he would explain this is a one-time opportunity to shape reality to whatever we wish it to be. We need to speak the words out loud, break the pearl, and then the last person who had the pearl in his or her hand can say, I wish, and then wish away. So please don't make any rash decisions. Let's all be civil about this. We have a lot of power in our hands. Let's
about we-
all
Amida, do we think
take
the
a
same thing?
moment.
How about we use it and say, I wish I just drew the moon card from the deck of many things. Get 3 more.
Do you know what the moon... First of all, the moon card, I get to fill in the wish. Second of all, do you know what the moon card of a deck of many things is?
Yeah, you get 3 uses of wish.
No. The Sequita know what the moon card of a deck of many things is.
Yeah. No, that was just a joke. I
Just
made out of
wish a
character.
deck of many things.
No, you don't get to wish
I
for
wish
infinite
I
wishes.
didn't know what that is.
No, you don't get to wish for infinite wishes. That's not a thing.
Are
Fuck
there
you.
rules to the wishes?
Yes, you don't get
I
to wish
wish-
for infinite wishes. Or infinite
For
genies,
a
or
wish
whatever.
for everyone.
There are no rules to the wishes. Haha. I win.
So we can wish for everyone?
Okay. Let's all think of a wish
I
for
have
your
one.
character.
I
And
know
we
exactly
just-
what mine would be.
Voila. We just write it down on a little piece of paper. And then-
from a hat.
Oh, Chad, please.
And then we find a way to combine the wishes. Okay?
Oh my
So-
god.
So I would love for my wife to not be a vampire anymore. And for my son to be alive.
Are you still
My
carrying
Oh yeah, where is the bag of holding?
On you.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
Are we gonna speak
I-
each our wishes
yes,
or
yes, I would wish for my fallen memory members, and if possible, Alvakri to return.
I will make it a little bit bigger. I want to wish that everyone that was
Died in the last 6
sacrificed
months.
during the the greater good for the restoring Aeminad to come back to the world.
That's a very dangerous thing to wish for, though.
Mm.
It
That
is
is less-
dangerous.
Yeah,
That
but
is less positive than you think it is.
yeah, but we get to fill in the.
Yeah, we
but we
can
don't
fill
know
in
the
the
people
door with
by-
me, yeah.
We don't know the
So-
people by case per case.
I will
I know,
see.
but still.
No, the
Okay,
people we
but
think
good.
sacrifice for
Your
us.
wish.
Yeah.
Very nice. Next wish.
I'd
Anyone?
wish for Ferrith to come back.
Okay.
That
I-
combines my
Fair
I'm
wish.
enough.
still thinking
And
about it.
undemonified.
Yes. Okay. Good. Swamp would definitely wish for his swamp to be back as it was, and for Rubus to come back. Undemonified / corrupted. Shiloh, do you have any specific wishes?
To be fair, I don't think Shiloh would want to make a wish because she's on her way to godhood anyway, and she's like, well,
Well,
We
Wow.
make
that
make
is no,
Shiloh
but
the
that is
goddess of wishes.
that is her that is her end goal though, becoming a minor deity. So
okay, you're basically fulfilling your wish.
exactly. So why not give the others a chance to potentially grant their wish?
Okay.
Or I could gamble for I could dice you for it.
Oh my god.
fucking god!
No.
Oh no!
No.
You can't.
I did similar stuff in a previous campaign under Lars. It did.
I mean,
it did that well.
To be fair for Shiloh, it is probably the highest stake she can play for in her entire life, which is like
Oh
probably.
yeah.
The coin maker would be so proud of you people right now.
Bro just fucking like smiled in his fucking non-existent grave.
Oh,
Oh,
I love it.
god damn it!
Okay.
Ryu?
While we're waiting,
I don't know actually. What would Ryu wish for? I think the thing is he wouldn't
Okay.
even. He doesn't want like handouts, right? He tried not to get them as much as he could unless it was absolutely necessary. And this isn't a necessary situation. This is like more of a hey, here's a present.
this is
So he's kind of
socialism.
conflicted.
We earned this.
We could wish to be allowed to be.
I
a
think he
teacher
would
again.
just wish for something small. I think he would just wish like for just the general idea of the world just being like getting better overall. Is like a super vague fucking thing. And that if he had to wish for something for himself, he would just wish that he would have enough time to finish his research. Again,
Sure.
however vague that may seem, because he doesn't
is.
really want
Okay.
any handouts at all if he can avoid it. So
Okay.
yeah, no, he doesn't really. He has like vague wishes of things just being better, I guess, and that he has enough time to finish his research and do what he wants to do, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of it.
Okay. Fair. So I think we can combine. We can combine it to mean to say it like, oh, we wish to bring back all the loved ones we lost.
Oh, specifically.
Yeah, that we, the 10 of us lost. I don't know. What would Lucy wish?
To never see
I
them
don't care
again.
about Jacqueline, but what would
To
Lucy
be
wish?
fair, like
Chakran cut 50K.
Lucy,
For
Jacqueline,
Alarissa.
Dresden, and Maze are like very much staying out of this because this is you guys' call. If you really want to know
Mhm.
what like Lucy would wish for, to a certain extent, it'd be the same thing that you just said. In her mind, though, that does mean more along the lines of like the people that they've lost within the Guardians of Dea.
Mm.
Not the guy you've kept chained under, under the pirates.
Yeah.
He can fucking leave. Like, we don't care about him, right? But like the people that she actually liked within the organization.
Oh, that one.
Okay. So that's bit. Ryu, you're like half elf, right? Half elf.
Yeah, I'm half elf.
So you still have 150 years to go.
Probably. I don't actually. I don't think it's that long. I think it's more. I don't know actually how long half elves live, but yeah, I have a good amount of time left. I think. I'm not that old, so.
So could you make a deal with Doc to like help with research, and then you still have some time, and Jet will probably help as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to research. Okay.
Basically, invent like electricity. That's basically what he's.
Come on, Doc. Now is
The
your time.
dragons work.
I mean, I'm assuming my divine domain is still going to be there, so have at it.
Okay.
Oh,
Question: can you guys leave now? Can you guys go outside of your domains?
Yeah. We're here, aren't we?
Ryo see
Well,
possibilities.
yeah, but like I thought this was like a temporary thing, not to break the whole
To be
immersion.
fair,
here, but-
those are like small portions of us. They're, they are going to recombine with our bodies. So we are once again going to be able to walk Aeminad. We don't do it often because people tend to freak out, but
The random way out of their question. What's happening on the other continents right now? Are they just like
do you have a couple of years?
worlds? Yeah, are they just like complete worlds, like really, like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're going to realize that a random continent just popped out of nowhere that they haven't seen in 5,000 years.
Do they know of each other?
Of each other, yes. Of you, no idea.
Damn. So basically, there's the whole new world
Whole new world.
out there. Okay, so Shadow is living her dream, as always. Ryu's wish could be granted through his long life expectancy,
No, mostly.
and the other wishes basically boil down to get back whoever we lost in whatever way, whether it were friends, lovers, sons, or close acquaintances. And I think then we have gotten all our wishes. Unless what's gonna happen to the 4 hearts of elementalis? Morgana had 3/4 of them.
You see Solas and Lunar kind of look at each other and go, "We'll deal with that. Don't worry about it."
Okay, and Morgana is gone, right?
Yes. Her essence has once again returned to the Sea of Souls, never to be seen, never for her to be seen again.
And Ariana and Mordred will stay wherever they are, far away.
Very likely.
Okay, not as definitive as I would have hoped for.
I mean, to be
But-
fair, they came into Aeminad because they were protected from the gods there. Now, they're not. So what the
Okay.
hell are they going to do? They're not even powerful enough to take on Morgana. What are they going to do with us?
And
So,
what will happen
Good
with
point.
their keeps?
You can do whatever the hell you want with their keeps.
I want that one of Ariana. Just
just okay,
Just saying
fine.
it.
Let's
Castle on
okay.
the beach.
We'll
Let's
discuss
go.
that later. We'll discuss that later.
She's very excitable, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah.
Okay, this is such a big decision to make. Is everyone fine with it being a version of Get Back
Mhm.
whomever we lost?
I mean, honestly, Ryu, yeah, Ryu's fine with it. Ryu
Cool
doesn't
animals.
honestly. He doesn't care much for his like end of this.
Great.
Okay.
Swamp would also pipe up and say, I want the table replaced. And my
What?
walking stick.
Most serious moment of this entire
Wait, hold
campaign.
on.
Yella's reaction. I want my
No.
table.
Wait, hold on. Do I?
I love it.
Okay, and we take Swamp and throw him out of the boat. Okay, continue.
Wait, did I throw that out or?
We can
No,
make
wait!
another one.
I still have them! Wait, as he makes that wish, I'm like, wait, hold up! And I just pull out the bag of holding and I just pull out 3 of the table legs. I don't know where the 4th one went, I only have 3. But
You
and I
had them
hand
the
it to
whole
him.
time? You
I'm like, I
fucking
got you,
traitor.
buddy. I can finally
That is your
remove this out of my
table.
inventory. Hell yeah. There we go. Confirm
You
delete. I've done it.
legitimately see 12 gods looking at this scene going, what the fuck? There is this
Got you.
slight bit of a reaction of Solas and Lunar going, oh fuck, we gave these people a wish. We
Now
gave
I
them
can
carte
retire in
blanche.
peace.
This is not a good idea.
Where did the 4th
You
one
need
go though? Did I
guidelines.
actually give that one away or were there
You
only
gave
3?
that back to Swamp.
Yeah.
Now he has all 4 again.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
Maybe you can learn
Okay.
carpentry or something, you know? Fix it.
Oh,
It's a good experience.
I love it. That's awesome.
Damn.
Okay, Chad, what did
Who
you
would have
say?
thought? Okay.
Anyway.
So, to get back on track,
Yep.
thank you for this lovely addition, Swamp. He says to himself. Okay, yeah. If no one, I kind of want Ariana to burn in hell and torture her for all of eternity
Isn't that kind of
because
where she
she.
comes from originally?
How
Wouldn't
can
it be
you
better to
torture-
like say like, oh, turn her into a fucking imp and then torture her? Because if she's gonna be in a regular form, it's not gonna be much.
Yeah, but I don't know how many.
I think big torture for her is being able to not being able to do shit and live in constant fear of the gods.
Yeah,
That's pretty good torture, to be honest.
that's pretty good.
Or how do they say it? The best revenge is a life well lived.
I don't.
Hmm.
I don't think that's how that goes. That doesn't
I
sound
like,
right.
I like how it sounds though,
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
considering the fact that they've just been trying to kill us for the last 6 months.
Yes. I can still send her, right? If I come
Aw.
back.
Just make the wish.
Okay, just make
Yeah.
it.
I will neither confirm nor deny at this point, buddy. No offense.
Do we all trust Jed enough to break the pearl and say the wish out loud?
Yes, because if you do it wrong, you get decapitated. Just say.
Okay,
Dramatic.
but do know that I can also wish
Not
to
be able to get
revert
decapitated.
time back to the point where we came out of the sewers.
Why the fuck would you though? That's just the
Yeah,
negative one
why
for everyone.
would you?
New game plus.
Because this
Fuck's sake.
has been pastime of my life after all. No, okay, but thank you for the vote of confidence in me. I will now break the pearl.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay,
Chad.
Jed steps up, puts a little bit of like a handkerchief on the pearl, and takes out a small hammer or something, and just breaks the pearl.
I put my
And
hand on your shoulder,
very nice. Says out loud.
just in case.
Yeah, I know. I wish that everyone we lost comes back to us alive and well.
All right.
The 10 of us on the ship.
Are we gonna specify who we gonna bring back, or
I was gonna add like that's dear to us, maybe, because
Yeah, I was going to say close relations.
Everyone.
So,
everyone is kind
Yella,
Everyone we lost. Yes.
how do you want this wish to be interpreted?
I was about to ask. Yeah, that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
The way you
this
said-
is like the Yella can now answer me how he wants it to be interpreted, and that's how it's
Specify.
going to be.
Yeah. I would like everyone to. I would like for everyone, all 10 of us on the ship, to say who they want back
Mhm.
and have a small recollection of how their last moments were. Like my wife was captured, but then not remember a thing anymore of being dead or in servitude or whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
and then come back alive and healthy to a freed continent.
All right. With that in mind, I'm going to take over for a minute again.
uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
You speak the wish, and as the 10 of you stand there, you notice the magic from this pearl sort of almost exploding in a way, but it doesn't hurt. It's just this very fast and massive amount of magical energy that escapes from the pearl. And as the words are being spoken, you notice that sort of this energy goes down onto the continent of Aeminad, and something is rewritten. At which point, the 12 gods of the Duodecem all fall to one knee and bow, as Solos and Lunar don't fall to one knee, but do bow, as all 14 of them say, and with this, return from whence you to whence you came, as you all once again see darkness envelop your sight. This time, not as long as last time, though. You all open up your eyes, or at least Jed, Sequita, Shiloh, Ryu, and Elvakri do. As all 5 of you open your eyes and you see that you're standing in sort of a small circle. You see Elvakri standing there, alive and well. And as you look down, you notice that you stand around a sewage grate.
Heyo! Oh no!
Oh my god.
I did the
no.
other wish.
X. Chat is
And
gone.
see.
Marge isn't there, sorry. But as the 5 of you kind of like all of this information comes into your head, you all of a sudden hear these like, oh, ah, oh. And for a second, you think, you just literally popped up out of nowhere. They're probably looking at you guys, and you look around and you see people. You notice that you're in relics, and you see people kind of like standing there, children with weapons in their hands, parents kind of paying attention, soldiers, none of them looking at you. All of them looking up at the sky. As you notice the red sky that has always been there, and you notice that it seems to look more like a plate of glass at this point, and cracks start to form in it. And you notice a first piece that kind of like cracks out, falls down, disappears. And bit by bit, the sky that has been red for millennia, for the first time ever, turns blue.
See, we told you.
Told you!
You didn't believe us.
I don't want to hear a fucking word about this.
I just go to a Valkyrie, I just give her a fucking a fist bump. It's like, ha!
I told him.
I used my wish wrong. God damn it.
That everything like is good, but the sky stays red.
Sky stay red. Everything the same. Sky stays red.
Anyway, with all of that in mind, this is the end of the story. To a certain extent. Because, of course, the story of your characters doesn't end here. Now, my goal in this campaign has always been for you guys to write the story where I wrote the world. So, I feel it's only fitting that besides you guys getting to literally decide the fate of Aeminad, you also get to say how the stories of your characters end. So, I don't care in what order at this point. As you all realize that this story is done, what does the future look like for your characters?
Depends on whether the wish worked.
Yes.
Did the wish work? I mean, for me, it doesn't really
Yeah.
change much, but
Yeah,
I worked.
it did.
Did it work? for
Because
everyone?
that is something that I technically described with the fact that Valkyrie is literally standing there.
I feel like we have to,
Yeah.
we have
So-
to mention
Yeah,
that.
but
the
like-
rest of it.
Sakura,
Did
you would...
someone remember El Valkyrie as like a loved one to bring back?
Yeah, I would.
There you go.
Yeah, we still
There's your
would.
answer. No, but you know, if you were to take your time, Sakura would find Ferrith at some point. Jed would find his wife. You would find Valkyrie. I don't know if you'd find Dio. She technically never died. You know, debatable. So the wish
Or maybe
does.
she's been back.
So the wish does work in the way that you intended to. So knowing
Also-
this, what is your, or what happens to your characters now?
Do we just go in the order of the stream layout, maybe, or
Whatever you want.
I have to go.
What because of stream layout? I don't
either
go
Alicia
first.
first or Yella first?
I go
Let me just-
first. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go
sure.
for it.
Then you all have time to think. I have also a question.
Already
Does
know.
this work for March also?
Yeah.
Then I have 2 stories to tell
Mhm.
or to end. Valkyrie is living the life she always wanted. She married Kevin. They gonna live together, get a baby, that's kind of stuff. And yeah, she have a happy life with Kevin for the rest of her life. Kevin quit the guards and became a farmer of blue corn.
Very nice.
Valkyrie get rich because of her chain
And your
of
franchise.
taverns she made around the continent. And yeah, that's her story. And March is getting her wife back, her son, and they move into the castle of Ariana, the castle on the sea,
Alright.
where she is happy. She invites Cresden there also to be her personal guard. And yeah, she works close with Relics because yeah, her father her father's ruled that for her, and that's the end of her story.
Okay. Well, for Ryu, you would see that it wouldn't be too far into the future. I guess just a couple years maybe. You could see him working on not the project that he would normally be doing, which would be to invent electricity, and that has already happened in like X amount of years, I would say, because of the vast help from like Jed and like Doc and stuff and everyone else that would be involved. Also, returning to him would be some kind of revived version of Chicken, as he would be the one that Ryu thought of as well. That has returned. Chicken is back, baby. And
oh god.
yeah, you could just like see him first in his workplace, which would just probably be something similar to the tower that we had, like the wizard tower, except it wouldn't be a wizard tower, more like a sorcerer's tower, I guess. But he would have like his own little small group of researchers like working under him, and still, kind of be similar as is. He wouldn't be wearing heavy armor anymore. He would just fucking throw that shit off. He's kind of tired of fucking having to carry that around constantly. He's gonna go back to normal robes for the first time in ever. And then you could also just see him eventually going back to the academy, back as a teacher as well. Like more proper, more like, yeah, decent teacher, less full of himself. Still fully aware that he's amazing, but more in a acceptable tone and everything, less cocky and all that. And he's just living la vida loca, viva la vida loca, or whatever the fuck the saying is.
Ooh, no.
So yeah, half of the time spent researching still on whatever new project he may be working on, and the other thing is still going back to teaching the people of relics, in mostly still evocation as like a protective magic type thing. Not that it's less needed, but I'm assuming there's still other shit just going on, like wild fucking beasts and all that stuff. So I'm sure he can still be of use in that sense.
All right. Charlo? Would be Demons of Aeminad stream without losing Vincent for like 5 minutes.
Wait, no, I'm back. My missus was talking to me.
Nah, that's okay.
I can hear you in the background. Yes.
What happens to Shiloh?
Wait, we survived, right?
Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah. No,
Wow.
you all died.
Yeah, no. Just double checking.
Welcome. You're in the good place.
The brain
Mhm.
fog. I love that
I
show.
love that reference.
Such a good
Nice.
show.
Yeah.
Was a good show.
I think Shiloh would continue her role as the sort of shadow chancellor, as it almost is, where she's like power behind the throne, like in a benevolent way, according to her, religious beliefs, which always ends well. Looking at you, Aram. And I think, yeah, just generally just keeping herself, because Lucy's still alive, right?
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah, so she'll just assist Lucy in building out her own little sub branch of her little, little branch of divine worshipping.
At some point, Shiloh becomes a god. Great.
But what does she become a god of? What is like her?
Dicks.
But her intent is genuinely to like, because now there is room and space to like improve the lot of the people in relics and the people who survived outside of relics. Actually improve society.
Yeah, but I mean, like, god of, something usually.
Goddess of.
Goddess of, I don't know.
Shithouse.
Goddess of divine retribution. That seems up Shiloh's
Very
alley.
nice.
Sure.
Does that mean you become immortal?
Probably.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Eventually, I would be, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'd still have some proving myself to do before reaching that really final pinnacle. Plus, I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still living my normal mortal life, I guess, for a while.
Until then, yeah.
Indeed.
Mortal.
Yeah, okay, to be fair, I'm one
Yeah.
prayer away from, like, being safe from God knows what evil shit befalls Shiloh, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shekuda.
Secular would well, immediately, like right off the bat, as we're stood around that grate, I'd be like, perfect moment, and I pull out. I've been holding on to this all whole time. That bottle of wine that Elvakri gifted to me. I've been holding on to it for a special occasion, and what's more special than this? She's finally back. I crack it open and share it with her. Give her a big hug.
I love how Elvakri is your priority and not Ferris.
Yeah, well, that was what I was going to do before, but we carried on. But no, that was literally just the first thing. But, and then she would find Ferrith, and bring him back to Relics, where she basically decides she doesn't want to live in the shadows anymore. Only when she's like quote unquote working, like hunting something. She's tired. She's ready to like basically rejoin an actual society. So she, we get our own place in Relics, just us. I eventually propose, and we have our wedding with everyone here in attendance. I convince Lucy to do the duty of marrying us.
Oh yeah.
She stands at the altar with an arrow sticking out of her neck.
A symbolic one, this one.
Yeah,
this time
no,
I
it's like one of those Halloween costume ones where you can just put it over your head, but it's around the neck.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and basically we live our lives basically being essentially bounty hunters, while also keeping an eye out for any like stray demons that might have still be around. Always was on that side, always looking for like just basically protecting people. We never join any branch of military or anything like that, but we're always happy to help them. But mostly just like clearing out dangerous wildlife or magical entities that may threaten people. Eventually, we have our own daughter, Zethara. Already had her name from the beginning of the campaign.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And basically raise her in the same way and doing the same things we do. With the exception of Shiloh, sadly would outlive the rest of everyone else. But always conducting myself in a manner befitting the paragons of Aeminad. So heroic, but stupid.
Seems legit.
Thing.
And yeah, just living well into my over 1,000 years.
We kind of forgot someone.
Ooh.
Shiloh's brother. He's still around. He survived.
He's still alive, yeah. He is.
I'd imagine Shiloh would set him up as like a noble in some sort of a position of power, but one where he still has room to learn because she still thinks of him as the little brother. Yeah.
I will also mention
Uh-oh.
that Avakri gonna make Sequira the godmother of her
Godmother.
child.
You
I mean, you had yours first, and I would reciprocate with mine.
Nice.
Ella, what you got?
Oh my god. Okay, I'll start a swamp because that's the easiest, I suppose. Swamp would most definitely take residence back in his swamp with his friend buddy Cloudshine by his side. Get rid of all the corruption Prevgon left behind, and just make a small, just mark a small stone as a remembrance of like the fight he had and how he defended the swamp against Prevgon, after all. Just as a small reminder that, you know, the original memories are still there, but he could outlive the fuck out of all the demons. And he just lives a happy, carefree life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If he wants to go, he has Windwalk. He gets everywhere in the continent within a day. He can send. He can meet up with his friends, the community. He will live a somewhat secluded life, but still be open for the friends he made along the way.
Sekiro will come visit
And-
often.
Yeah, oh, very nice. Always welcome.
I think
And-
Shiloh would probably. Oh, sorry, you went then. Sorry.
No, go for it.
I
What would Shiloh do?
I think Shiloh would probably also do something with the place, like the small country manor, where her parents raised her for as long as they were alive, before they got, killed horribly. And the thing that, like, I think Shiloh would also, it would be something like, it would be a monument to the manor house and to her parents and her family. But in the first place, I think it would be like some sort of military academy almost, but with one that also focuses not only on the martial, but also on the science, more like in an artificer kind of way. I think that would fit Shiloh quite well. I mean, there is magic, obviously, because artificing doesn't work without at least a bit of magic. Definitely need to talk to Yakarin about this.
Oh yeah. Okay. Jed would have thought about Kraft that got horrendously murdered.
Oh yeah.
So she comes
sick,
back
man.
as well. But I'm gonna let her live her life. Or them live their life. It's fine. Just
Did
they
you
can
bring
be in
her?
their wheelchair.
I was about to ask though, in a serious, not even a funny way, did you give her ability to walk back?
No, because then it wouldn't be Kraft.
I would be pissed if I was corrupt. Imagine being brought back by a wish and they didn't bring back your fucking ability
Which
to walk.
they don't know they brought back.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but it's just like,
Yeah. Hey,
and to be
at
fair, we
least-
don't know her well enough if she like would
Yeah,
care. at
she
all,
would
I
have
guess.
wanted it.
Yeah, I guess.
At least I thought about it. You know?
Worst case, just break her legs again.
Dude,
Too soon,
dude,
too far. Okay.
that's aimless, buddy.
Yeah.
That's aimless.
What do you mean? I'm giving her the choice. I'm letting
We're going back
Yeah,
to
I'm
Jed.
her choose.
We're going back to Jed before I get canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Just like
Uh.
I know her as the bubbly character, always optimist, and she was always in the wheelchair. So I'm gonna keep her in the wheelchair.
Okay.
But Jed would have also thought about Blueface and Green Arm and Wall and Trident and everyone that helped them in Alvarez, like when they were outcasts of relics. So those would all have been brought back. And he would especially make sure that Blueface and his brother would reconnect, because they were on a mission to find Blueface. And Jed would take residence in the Meteor's Cradle and Morgana's Tower and
course.
tinker away at whatever the fuck he wants. And with his wife. And the first year his son, but then his son is 24, 25, so he wants to, explore the world. He's also a bit pissed at his father for, dying and being kept in a state of quite dead, but still,
Well,
he
technically,
could be
did travel the
brought
world,
back.
just in a bag.
Yeah, he traveled the world, so now he wants to see it with his own eyes. And as you would walk around the countryside or like the plateau around his house, there would be marble statues and stone statues of all the big moments of the last 6, 7, 8 months of, getting rid of the crystal in Alvarez, or Alvakri touching a statue, or 50 people bowing in front of the statue to make, the Temple of Shiloh, or Shiloh bringing back Frederick, or the fear in everyone's eyes when we got hit by meteor swarm for the second time. And every year, the first year, exactly a year after we came back, he would send to Ariana, I've won, I will find you, and I will end you. And every year afterwards, he would, ask everyone to join him on the special day, all the 10, but everyone who helped him, who helped them to free the continent, to all come to the magnificent mansion, and there would be a hero's feast like we had a few times before, but now just to feast and to remember what we've achieved. And being the oldest, he would probably die close to the first. But the best, he would have had the best life. He wanted something, his wife had a mission, he achieved the mission for her, he got his son, he lived his life, he became more powerful than he ever wanted to be as a stupid farmer, but he had everything he wished for, and the rest is up for the new people on the continent.
All right. Any other tidbits that need to be handled?
I have also another small question.
Mm-hmm.
What about Vex and they
Did-
also come back?
Oh yeah, your undead friends.
Technically, Valkyrie wasn't there during the wish, so unless someone else
Yes.
thought of them.
I would have thought about the orc guy though.
Yeah, the
Definitely the orc guy with the new sofa that needed the sofa.
Then Gnarl probably comes back for a couple of years.
And then Vakri invites him every year to do, together with Kevin, a board game evening.
Play
Wow.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
No, goblins and
The catacombs, yeah. Goblins and
catacombs.
catacombs.
Kobolds and catacombs.
Kobolds and
Yeah.
catacombs. Yes, thank you.
Nice. All right. Anything else?
Small epilogue campaign to kill Ariana? Question mark.
Maybe.
Maybe.
One day.
Anyway,
Do you want to add something, Seven,
I left the
for your
ending to you guys.
NPCs? Yeah. I know.
I left the entire ending to you guys because this
But-
is you guys' story. So I'm not.
But with Lucy and
What happened to Adias?
Adios.
I need to drink.
Adios dies.
Still there.
Oh, he got brought back at some point and tried to screw over Lucy, and Lucy said, "Nah,
No.
And
nah,
then
nah,
he died.
nah."
Nice.
I'm legitimately just imagining like a scene where he like goes at Lucy, "I will nail you to a cross," and she legitimately just like pat, and just walks off. That's what I'm imagining. Anyway, with all of that in mind, this is the end of this campaign. You have successfully defeated the demons and saved Aeminad. So, the last thing that I am going to say is it has been an honor and a privilege to play this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Every
yeah.
minute of it, mate.
And with that,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been Demons of Aeminad, our weekly D&D show where a bunch of idiots have survived in a world infested by demons.
Yes, we did.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.